Hi, I'm Robert Gillis, President and Board Member of Idaho Tough on Crime. Recently, we were contacted by a father who lost his daughter to the scourge of fentanyl in the state of Idaho. He wanted to tell his story and what it meant to them, to his family, to lose their one and only daughter.
My name's Kelly. August 16th, 2022, I got the worst phone call of my life when I was told my only daughter, Shelby, was dead, found dead, and she was poisoned by fentanyl. At the time, we didn't know it was fentanyl. I just knew she was dead. But after doing some research, and looking at phones and texts and whatnot, found out that August 15th, she bought what she thought was an Oxycontin, and it turned out to be 100% fentanyl. She took it on the 16th, and she was dead within minutes. They found her in her car in front of the Dollar Tree in Ontario. She bought it in Nampa. Ever since then, I've been a wreck. I had an awakening at one point a couple months later, and I says, I'm not going to go. I'm going to turn this into a positive. So I decided to enroll in school and get a psychology degree so I can help others. My mission right now is to prevent at least one other parent from experiencing the pain of losing a child or a loved one to this poison, fentanyl. It's killing so many people, and your kid could be next if we don't do something about it. Shelby was real hard-headed. She was her own personality, that's for sure. She was a sweetheart. She was a CNA. She had a giving heart. She volunteered all the time to come over. A little bit before Shelby died, my dad was in hospice, and she would come over every day to help my mother with my dad, give him baths and whatnot, and just to help out. She was a CNA in nursing homes. She just had that heart to help people. She was a great mom, and a great sister and a great daughter, just real supportive. My children are so very tight, and it's just been just a devastating blow to all of us. Her three brothers, her mom, and myself. The fentanyl has got to be stopped. Got to figure out a way that this isn't going to keep happening to people. The numbers are extremely outrageous. It's crazy. This area is a huge transportation hub. It's a hub where it passes through. Something's got to be done, and it's terrible. And both sheriff, it's okay. He said it's coming from China. It's being brought up through the southern border by the cartels and the coyotes or mules, whatever they're called. And this is a big big hub, and it gets split out and goes different areas. So this is a small area with huge amounts of trafficking fentanyl, illicit fentanyl, and all kinds of just killing drugs. But the fentanyl is what is really killing our kids. Just last week, I was speaking with a plumber that is on the same job site as me, and I make my story known. My daughter died by fentanyl. I have a bumper sticker that says fentanyl killed my only daughter, because I want to bring attention to the fentanyl. And so the fellows know my story, and he came in just last week. He said, "Man, my nephew, my sister's nephew, or my wife's nephew, was found dead, and he still had the foil on his lap. He was found dead in his bedroom." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Fentanyl, man. Fentanyl. It's a killer. It's killing our kids." Shelby left an 11-year-old daughter, so it's going to impact my granddaughter for the rest of her life. Me, I'm a wreck sometimes. Her brothers, she has two adult brothers and a little brother, and they're devastated. And her mom, Shelby's mom ended up in places where she had to get help mentally. And I was there for a day or two myself right after Shelby died, because what it does is words can't explain the sorrow of losing a kid to something like fentanyl, and something has got to be done. Shelby liked to go hiking. She was I still have a newspaper clipping on the refrigerator for when she was in probably 5th grade at Red Ribbon Week, and she made a poster, and the newspaper came down and they chose her poster. She wanted to help people. She was always there, just laughing, and was just a bright, smart little girl. Pretty, just a pretty sweetheart, inside and out. There's a stigma that when someone dies of drugs, a lot of people will just look down their nose and say, "Oh, well, that serves them right. Serves them right." I'll tell you how Shelby got hooked on opioids. And as everybody knows, the opioid epidemic that has just laid havoc on the entire country. Shelby got in a car accident 6-7 years ago. Doctors prescribed her Oxycontin. She was on Oxycontin for an extended amount of time. She couldn't get off them. Shelby had to turn to street drugs, and that's what did it. Blueberry muffins, usually blue. I think they're the little M30s, the little blue, yep, that looks just like the Oxycontins. Yep. I know it's cheap. It's cheap. One pill to get high and you're dead, $5-10. And because of it's just being flooded in our community. The price is going down and down every day because there's just so many. I just want people to know that this could be your kid. Sooner or later, it's going to affect either you or someone you know, that someone that they love.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you found it as moving as we did. Idaho Tough on Crime is going to be working with legislators in this next upcoming session that starts in a couple weeks. If you want to reach out to us or follow any bills, you can go to our website at www.idtoc.net or through Facebook at Idaho Tough on Crime or Instagram. Thank you for your time.